If you're trying to make a moment just like this happen at your next event, stay tuned because I've got a video right here for you. What's up everyone? It is Jason and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to give you three ways that you can troubleshoot your CO2 gun if you're having issues with it on site at an event. So you've made the investment to offer one of these super cool services while you're DJing or at one of the parties that you are rocking. In this video, I'm going to give you three things that I see a lot of people having trouble with when they're first getting started in hopes of helping you out. Real quick, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to drop down below, hit the subscribe button, and stay in touch with me here on this platform. Also, all the gear that I'm showing you right here today, I'm going to leave some links in the description underneath this video to make sure that you have proper stuff that works. You need to rock with some great stuff, and I'm going to put some links to all the stuff I'm going to share with you right here today. It'll help you get your CO2 game on point, and it'll help you resolve issues you may be having. Now, the first issue with one of these cannons and it not operating properly usually has to do with the hose. So we have one of our hoses right here. This is attached to the tank, and then it runs all the way out and it attaches to the gun. A lot of times people hook up their hoses and they find that they're leaking air when they open up the valve on the tank. And that is caused because they don't have one of these washers in the line before it connects to the actual tank. That's right, it's super important that you get one of these small plastic washers that will be placed inside the hose, and when you tighten the hose, it seals the valve on the gasket on the line and make sure that the connection is airtight. That is super important. You can get these washers at a lot of different places. I always support the Club Cannon crew, and I'm gonna put a link to these washers in the description of this video. Number two is having the proper tank. So you've got your tank, you've got your gun, you've got your hose, you open it up and you realize it's not firing. Why is that? Chances are you're not rocking with the proper equipment, and I mean the proper tank. There are two different types of CO2 style tanks, one of which is called a siphon tank. And it is very important that you are using a siphon tank, especially if your tank is sitting on the ground with the gasket or the valve facing up. If you are using a tank that is not a siphon tank, you actually have to turn it upside down to allow the gas to come out. So if you're rocking with your CO2 gun, you open up the valve and you realize there's no gas coming out and it's just not working properly, chances are you're not using a siphon tank, which is what's required to make this thing work, especially when your valve is pointed up in the air. Again, if you're using a tank that's not a siphon tank, you actually have to turn it upside down, and if you do that, your tank will work. The third thing that goes wrong with CO2 tanks typically is the tank is not transported properly to the event. So you might have it in the back of a truck or in the back of a car or back of a van or whatever, and it's not secure. So it might bang around a little bit, and sometimes when these tanks bang around, the valve gets a little bit loose and it leaks all the way out. That happens a lot. So make sure that you are strapping your tanks down, make sure you're securing them, and when you're on site, make sure you're securing your tank with one of these base brackets that you can see right here today. These base brackets are super helpful. They keep your tank protected so you can't knock it over while it's on site at one of your events, and it makes it kind of look very clean in your setup and behind your DJ booth when you're working at parties. I hope you enjoy these tips, and if you have any questions about anything I shared with you, please leave it in the comments underneath this video. Be sure to check out the links in the description of this video where you can get some awesome gear courtesy of my good friends at Club Cannon. I've used Club Cannon equipment for many years. CO2 jets, CO2 guns, CO2 accessories, and more. Everything is there. Check out the link in the description of this video and be on the lookout for more content coming to this channel just like this in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Thanks for watching.